It's episode 109. I'm Big Greek, along with Hampton Knight from the HU Power Ship. Remember to like, subscribe, and share on all social media platforms. Hey, man, we right back at it like we never left, man.
You literally never left, man.
We never left. So, hey, on this episode, we're going to talk personnel. So we're going to dig into the coaching staff, brand new coaching staff for the most part, almost completely, right?
Yep.
Yep, we got a bunch of new players we want to talk about and just talk about position battles and some depth thoughts and things like that. So, man, if you take a look at the coaching staff page, we're going to pull this up. Have we ever seen this many names on the
Man,
staff page?
what in the world? Like, do you see this? Like, good googly moogly. That's a lot of personnel.
Right. Right. Let's start with the number one guy, the head coach, Van Malone. Now, for
Yeah.
all the Pirate faithful, he's been pretty accessible. He's done a lot of interviews. We haven't talked to him. Eventually, hopefully we will. But he's been all over the place, very accessible on social media. Defensive back from Kansas State, been a pro. He really knows football. So what's your thoughts on some of the things you've seen, from Van Malone, and some thoughts on what he thinks the program, not thinks, but what he thinks about the program and where it's headed?
You know what? I will say this. Um, I hate saying and I know we get everyone talks about, oh, you always get too personal. You might say a few things. That's what we're known for. I felt that every Hampton coach since the great Joe T left, they it's just they did not put the type of, I would say, care into, the program like I feel like this guy is doing. And let me explain. I feel like he's using his own voice in when he speaks. I was listening to a broadcast of him. I think it was one of the local news stations, and he was like, "I love the talent here. We have everything here that we need to be great. My job is to make sure that these men understand that they are great, and so that they can be able to play hard when it's times when the time comes. And it's my job to make sure that the coaching staff is doing it to the best of their abilities." And it felt like it's just beyond motivation. It feels like he's putting a stamp on his program, which, if you think about it, when was the last time somebody put a stamp on this program like that? I felt that, and then I think there's another clip of him which I loved, when him in the weight room with the players, when he was talking about own it and move on, own it and move on. Like, these are the type of, I would say, isms or things that coach speak, that I felt that this program probably surely needs. And I feel that this man is the type of person that he wants to put his stamp on the program. He wants to elevate the program. And it's another thing, and this is what I really am impressed about it. When he talks about Hampton, he always talks about it from what the university represents first. And if you think about it, he understands that he is one of the biggest representatives of the university. And he looks at it and says, okay, if this is going to be the case, then I got to do my part. We got to do our part. So I appreciate that. That's just one step that I really think that I'm impressed with him about. And I'm good. You go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think he is the face of the program, and it happened pretty quickly, right? Like what you said,
Yeah,
like he's really
yeah,
out there in front. So,
yeah,
the program's gonna, carry his ideas and represent that. So I think it's good. I mean, it's being the head man is going to be some challenges. So I'm interested to see,
yeah,
how he manages when everything is swirling around him. and he's got to make some quick decisions. So, but
He
let's
gonna be, I
see.
hope he
He's
don't come and go like, man, get out of here, man.
oh, no, right. So I
Yeah,
think we're good. I think we got a good something good going on. So,
yeah,
coordinators, DJ Bolden, he's out
yeah,
of South Carolina State, right?
yep, yep.
What you know about DJ?
Well, he was a former wide receivers coach, and this is what I like about him. He definitely has a championship pedigree, and if you know South Carolina State, they've been like they always been. I wouldn't say the big dog, but they've always been, a top three program in the MEAC. Always.
Hmm.
Now, in our days, there was always the top three was always Hampton, FAMU, South Carolina State, interchangeable with A&T or Bethune. And like South Carolina State always had the big linemen, big backs, and I feel like Bolden is going to bring in something, some of what Chennis Berry, offense look like. But here's my thing: do we have the personnel to match what South Carolina State had? And I don't think we do as of yet.
Not yet.
South
Not
Carolina
yet.
State has some really good players, so I think for him, it's all about kind of finding the pieces that he wants to fit into his scheme and making sure it works. But I kind of feel that he is, he's a young guy, so he has the energy to make sure that we these kids will have the intellectual knowledge before pre-snap and probably post-snap.
Yep, no doubt, man. Yeah, it's a good hire. My man comes from a winning program, and
Yeah,
hopefully, he keeps that high standards here at Hampton.
yeah,
Up next, that defensive coordinator, Clay Jennings.
yeah.
He looked like a DC man.
I
You
heard a
don't, you
lot of
don't,
good
you don't
things
want to mess
about him
around,
too.
man.
Yeah,
Let's-
you know what? I've heard a lot of good things about him, and this is a good thing about I would say having Van on staff. This man know a lot of people, so
yeah,
he's been around the league for a while. Especially around the collegiate ranks. So him being able to I don't think you if you get someone else in here that we're getting a DJ or we're getting Clay. Like if we had the dude down there at FAMU who don't want to be there, um, we ain't getting Clay or we ain't getting DJ or we're probably getting maybe I don't know maybe a retread or something. But I feel like these young men need experience and knowledge. Like I, and this is what I do like. Clay is a teacher, and we need teachers there. Because that's what the profession is. Not just yelling, not motivation. That's part of it. But we also these young men need teachers as well. So I'm pretty impressed with the DC coordinator hire, along with the youthfulness of Bolden.
one thing that's interesting about Jennings' resume is my man
Yeah.
packs light.
Yep. I know.
He packed light, boy.
It was just
Like he
like,
changed the
dude.
scenery.
I was like, dude, where we at? What we doing?
Right. Oh man, but like you said, the teaching aspect, that's important. So
Yeah.
and he's got some relationships being, around
Yep.
this much. So that's
Yeah.
cool, man. The only other, I mean, there's a lot of interesting coaches, things going on, but the guy who's always unsung, right,
Yeah.
is the special teams coordinator. And my man, who's this? Dwayne Lucky. Lucky.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
took his picture with his sunglasses on. Interesting. So, any thoughts on Lucky, man? I'm just reading this
Hold on, hold on,
now.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Before we say that, what if he has like some sort of condition like what Ray Charles has? Like you maybe
Well,
he
shoot,
can't be exposed.
it better not be Ray Charles, but
Or he can't be exposed to light or like certain types of
okay.
light.
All right, yeah, that's right.
He can't be exposed to certain types of light. You know what? But maybe it's medical.
That's true.
Like
That's true. That's
I
true.
said, it could probably be medical, man. But
My bad. My bad if it is. That's very insensitive of me.
I wonder if this driver's license got his sunglasses on. Let me stop, man.
But no, he's important. I mean,
Yeah,
this Coach Lucky is gonna win or lose some games. I'm
like,
expecting to win. You know,
and
special
we
teams.
always get laughed at from other outside HBCU prognosticators because we always talk about how CAA uses tight ends and HBCUs do not. All like a lot of the SWAC programs, you know what they want? They want a 5'6" wide receiver that can run go routes at 4.2 speed. Can't run no routes, but they want that. But CAA always has at least four. Yeah, every program has, even like the Monmouth, they all 6'7". Those New
Yeah,
Jersey kids, those 6'7", two
power
45,
forwards,
two
power forwards at tight end.
261. Like, and they can catch. And
Yep.
3rd and 5, 3rd and 8, those tight ends are so useful and so deadly. So, this is why we always been screaming, get us a good tight ends coach.
Yep. Cool, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody check out the lineup here. It's pretty stout coaching
And
staff.
first of all, if
So
you think about it, if you look at these lineup of coaches that we got, not just coaches, the person now. Have you seen this many coaches on a Hampton staff?
no,
We talk about, like, I'm sure the previous coaches that are now, if they're listening, they're probably looking at this like, oh, see, we ain't get this when we were
hey,
there. I ain't get this. I ain't
yeah,
have no general manager. I ain't no recruiting coordinator. I got all this. No, they got so. I mean, but this is a sign of the times. This is the conference we're in now. So, so we have to be able to keep up. So I'm happy we got it.
yeah, you got to have it. Got to have it.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So interesting coaching staff. Let's go to the roster. So let's talk about positions and thoughts on positions. Let's start with the quarterback. What are your
Uh-oh.
thoughts? It looks like Jalen Woods, right? He's the leader at the moment, but what else do we know about quarterbacks and depth and all that stuff?
I mean, it's probably going to be Jalen Woods' job to lose. I mean, I don't know. When I say I have, I normally kind of have an idea, but I do not. So, I would figure because he probably seems like to have like some of the most experience. He was the quarterback at Southern, but that wasn't a good Southern program. So, um, I feel that it probably will be Jalen Woods. There are some intriguing players there. We do have Trevon Taylor. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185 pound guy. Came out of Iowa Central Community College. But from what I've heard, he's more not really 6 feet. He's kind of like closer in the 5'10", 5'11" range. But if he's good enough, he'll probably be able to play with Woods. Who knows? We probably might see both of them in Maryland. So then we got freshman Brookins. He's from up here at Owens Mill, Pelote High. I'm pretty familiar with him up, not him up here, but that program. So he's going to be a work in progress. And you got the Joshua Holiday, Virginia Beach kid. Just got looking at highlights alone. I felt that Woods and Taylor probably were the top two. But Woods at Southern, though, I mean, maybe that program was putrid under I don't even I remember Terrence something. He was uh, uh they bought his contract out quick. And Woods is from College Park, Georgia. So I'm from Decatur, Georgia, so I'm familiar with where he's from. So I'm surprised how did he go get all the way over to Southern. But anyway, I feel it probably would be Jalen Woods' job to lose, and I do want to see how they fit into DJ Bolden's offense.
Yep, no doubt. So it's being interesting to see. Like you said, I think we're going to see Coach really hasn't been committal on anybody who's the starter or who's owning the position. So that's why
Yeah,
the BUL game is so interesting. So we can figure out some
yeah.
things.
It kind of reminds me of the time we had Travis Champion and then that kid that transferred from Purdue. Then
Mm-hmm.
we had Jalen Williamson, those three. And Coach Rose was like, "Oh, I'm not going to tell who's going to be there." And we all kind of felt that it should have been Travis's job, and it ended up being that kid from Purdue who kind of stunk up the joint. And they converted him to tight end after that first game against Tennessee Tech. And Travis came in there, and, played really well. So it's probably along those lines, but whoever it is, we'll see.
Yep. Let's jump over to running backs, man. We got a deep running back room, very
Yeah,
young. We have
yeah,
one uh mostly freshman and sophomore. We have one guy who's a fifth year senior in the returner, Donovan Shepard.
yeah.
And then we also have Gratian Goldsmith. I'm surprised he didn't get any preseason accolades because he ran the ball strong last year. So for me, I'm riding those two until Doug. I'm
Yeah,
riding Goldsmith and I'm riding Donovan.
yeah, yeah. You know what? And I would say this too. Goldsmith, like, I'm hoping he probably put on a little pounds because he was already a big kid, 5'10", 215. And he plays pretty violent.
Yep.
I love that out of his game. So definitely like what we saw in him. I'm somewhat surprised that he didn't get as much looks as much praise preseason wise, but it's okay. He has plenty of time to make up for that. Donovan Shepard, he's like a roadster. He kind of reminds me of Will Robinson. He's 5'9", 175, kind of shifty, not really a burner, but he packs a punch when he puts his head down. So those are two I would say are going to be our bell cows. Not really sure on, the other guys that we got on the roster, but some of these guys, maybe there is a third guy on
Yeah, we shall see. Somebody's gonna have to emerge. You gotta have
there.
three,
Yeah,
four running backs now to make it through the season. So um
absolutely.
our favorite position, man, tight end. Let's see where the tight ends at over here. O line, O
So we
line.
got what? Four of them.
Yep. So we got chaos.
Yeah.
He's still
And
going to
he's
be a
wearing
tight
number
end. Look like
two.
he put on a little bit of weight.
6'3", 215. I mean, yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
But like, okay, you're a vertical threat. You ain't blocking nobody.
No, not in this
You ain't
league.
on that
Not
line at
some
no
of these.
215.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No. But we
So
got TK back. That's good.
we like TK is always going to be TK is our problem fixer. Third and 12, no problem. TK got you. Third and two, TK got you. Good hands for this guy, and he's always been, uh, I would say, a a tool definitely in the passing game.
Wait,
Very dependable. So I'm definitely
I,
excited to see that guy.
I gotta say this is making me excited. You said we had four tight end. We got six of them.
Oh, we do. I didn't even go. I didn't even
Six.
see the guys at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. Six.
Yeah.
Jody Morrissey, Damon Short, Zane Williams. Yeah, we got more. Derek Borden. We've seen him over at Alcorn, so he probably is. He's a big body too. So maybe Bolden might run some multiple tight end sets or something.
Yeah, he's supposed to be good. He's supposed to. I
Yeah,
mean, we've seen. Yeah, he's played a lot. So I think you're gonna. We don't have a fullback, right? Nobody really runs fullbacks anymore. But I guess
that day over now.
you could have both Borden and Heisant. You could have like some 21 or 22 personnel.
Yeah,
Um, Interesting. Okay.
yeah.
O line. We talked about Allen. Is there anybody else on there that's got a lot of them?
You know what? My whole thing is we're familiar with the ones that we know. We've seen Garnett somewhat. I've seen Breland somewhat, or Durso. I didn't understand why. he would be in like every other series. Like what are we doing with that?
Right.
That was just the weirdest. Like
It
I felt
was.
like he'll be left guard one series, right guard the next. It's like what was that about,
It was
man?
wild.
It was wild. It's like, I mean, they act like these are interchangeable parts. Demarius stood, he wasn't on the right side.
They switched around a lot.
Yeah. So my whole thing is, I mean, we already know Omari Allen. They have enough guys on there that have not been around the block, with Stewart, Allen, Diorso. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And with Breland on there, they've got guys there. And Christian Hood, I'm not really sure. And we've got Sam Young, and Garnett. So they got the guys there. So it's just hopefully they'll gel enough to get Goldsmith free. Let Shepard get free as well.
Yeah. Because from what we're hearing, they're gonna run the ball. I mean, they're
And
gonna
that's
run
what
the
we
ball.
need. Run that ball.
Wide receivers got a whole lot of them. Does anybody stand out?
Man. That's why we gotta run the ball, man.
You know what? I think in this day and age, like you can trip over a competent wide receiver.
Yeah,
You just got to
yeah,
get on the ball.
yeah,
So somebody in this crew, somebody is good, or
yeah.
a couple of them are really good. You just got to get them the ball.
You know what? So I've been hearing some names, and no, but don't. I would say that source is kind of unwarranted. I mean, but I will say this: I kind of feel that Ferguson Jr. Will be somebody that we should keep our eye on. Um, Also feel that who's this other kid, number 6,
No, no
Cologne.
Cologne, he's a little guy.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely taking a look at him. Isaiah Smith out of ODU, he's another guy. So I mean, we have some seniority there, some experience there, but are they good enough to gel um with who we got on roster? Who knows? And we got this Jackson kid, he's a senior out of Iowa Central Community College. So yeah, who knows?
Yeah, somebody's going to distinguish himself.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh, we got a Florida boy on here, Isaiah Dugan, out of Gainesville High, Haymarket. Oh no, I'm sorry, he's from Virginia. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, that Florida speed, love that, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
All right, on the defensive line. Now, everybody is worried about the interior D line.
Yeah,
Now, the guys got some size, but
yeah,
you know, that's my biggest concern, probably on the
yeah,
whole team.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, like Chris Jackson was he 6'2", 275. Now Jackson 4 is 6'3", 310. And we got Johnson back,
Mhm.
we needed that,
Yeah.
because he's a definite plug. Not really a rusher, but somebody there could definitely help us out.
Yeah. So we need somebody to step up at the tackle. That's
Yeah,
the most concerning position, maybe on the team. Perhaps the deepest position on the team is defensive end.
yeah,
So we got a lot of guys there, man. Tons of them. Jeez. A
yeah.
whole lot of them. Look how many.
A
There's a lot of
bunch.
dudes.
Some of
Man.
them, one of them got a pop.
Well, we got a preseason guy in Corday, right? You
Yeah,
know,
we did.
and then Jockey Vaughn, he had some good moments last year.
Yeah, he did.
Um, this
He
is
did.
I said on the other podcast, Chase Robinson, he's my sleeper. He played a lot last year.
Yeah, he did.
I think, he's due. Man, they're pretty deep. But my real guy who I'm looking for to stand out is Zaire Daniel. So
Yeah,
he was a high recruit coming out of high school, went to West Virginia, didn't play there, didn't
yeah,
play last year. So hopefully whatever ails him is healed and he will be able to be his best self
Absolutely.
and set the edge. At his size, what is he? 6 foot, 260,
Yeah.
a nice little plug. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see, linebackers. What do you know about the linebackers? I think there's some potential there. A couple
Yeah.
unknowns. I mean, we got Andre Phillips coming back. He had some good moments. Daniel UEFA, he played well at time. I mean, you got some experience. Other than that,
This
man,
has not
we've
been this has been one of the like we've never had a linebacker before like this.
yeah,
There's always
somebody's got
been
to
a
stand out, man.
marquee name there.
Yeah. We don't have any thumpers either. We don't have anybody
No,
like 245, 230.
no. They're making linebackers now like almost like strong safeties now, like the speedy sideline to sideline type of guy. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I do say? I mean, people are excited about the defensive backfield. And the
Yeah.
name that keeps coming up, I keep hearing it all over the place, is the safety. What's his name? Camion Mathis. Cayman
Yeah.
Mathis. That
Yeah.
name keeps coming up. So
Yeah.
um, he may distinguish himself back there. We also have, what's our guy coming back at safety, who's like the hybrid guy?
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
He's up there. Forgot his
Oh,
name.
Sturdivant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam
Yeah.
Sturdivant.
Cam
Yep.
Sturdivant.
So he's another linebacker.
Yeah.
Anthony Hightower, he's coming
Yeah.
back. So got some experience.
And
So
this
we'll be
is
okay back there.
Malone's skill set,
Yeah.
defensive back. So they should be a pretty serviceable group next year.
Yeah. We'll be okay back
This
there.
next game, first game.
Yep. Yep. So that's the roster, man. A lot of youth, a lot of unknowns, a lot of opportunities for guys to go make a name for themselves and get paid next year. So,
Hopefully,
yep.
yeah. Hopefully, we can have the money to keep these kids here. But
Yeah, that's the
it is
key.
what. With
That's the
kids
key.
leaving Georgia and leaving Oregon and Notre Dame, then I mean, they'll leave our little program. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's the good sign. We talked about this maybe in the spring or at least
yeah,
uh offline. Like they're building the program the right way.
yeah,
Like you have to build organically,
yeah,
supplement with the portal,
yeah.
keep 70 to 80% of the guys that you recruit
Mm-hmm.
and keep them there. So like you said,
Yeah,
hopefully we can pull some change out of our pockets and keep these kids because they're gonna get better. No
absolutely.
doubt they're gonna get better. So
Uh, absolutely.
man. Well, thanks, Hamptonite. We ran down the roster, ran down the coaches. We're looking forward to a good opening season game against Virginia University of Lynchburg.
Yeah,
And remember to like, subscribe, and share on all social media platforms. Go Pirates.
absolutely.